Lewis, it's a long way to go from Week 10 to the Super Bowl, but do you see any reason this Bucs team can't repeat?
No, I really don't. Really, the things that prevent you from repeating and reaching the highest levels are, one, lack of availability of your primary players, the guys who you know are going to be there in crunch time for you and make the necessary plays as long as they're available. And two, complacency, where you just aren't willing to put in the time and pay attention to the details that allow you to achieve at the highest level. And look, that concern right there, that's not going to happen, especially not with the leadership structure on this team headed by Tom Brady himself. Here's a guy who continues to talk about the work and the communication necessary, even after all these years where he has achieved at the highest level. Those small things that lead to big things are still what are most important to him. So as long as he has his full complement of weapons around him on offense, and on defense, they are able to stay healthy as well, namely up front as far as the big guys rushing the passer, and then it trickles down on, from front to back from there. I think this team is going to be right there at the very end, battling with either the Rams or the Packers, or with the Arizona Cardinals, quite honestly, for representation as far as the NFC is concerned for the Super Bowl. They'll be right there.
Got to throw in the Cardinals. They won't let you leave them out of the conversation. They've refused basically since
No, not at all.
Jeremy, I'm the Brady Cliff guy, right?
Yeah.
But what's your sense from talking to people around the league in terms of, how much longer can Brady do this? Forget about even playing in the NFL, right? Be this kind of player.
Well, the execs I talked to are shocked, downright shocked, that his arm strength looks better than it did 2 years ago in his last year in New England. They thought that was the end. Okay, it was starting to fall off. Maybe didn't throw the ball as convincingly as he had in the past. Right now, he is slinging it around there. He's clearly rejuvenated. And you talk to people around the league, they believe Tampa may have the best roster in the entire NFL, top to bottom. If you're talking about top 10 players at each position, they probably have the most guys. Almost every spot, they have an elite player. And so they're set up and they're looking at the big picture. Bruce Arians isn't going to rush Rob Gronkowski back from a rib injury because they got all year. They know they're going to be in it in January. Antonio Brown has a foot injury. They're not rushing him back because their depth is so good that they can get through the year and have their guns ready to go come January.
Yeah, well, you think about them at the end with the Patriots, it was Mo, Larry, and Curley were the receivers, and they didn't have tight ends, and the way they used tight ends. And now you look, he's got 3 tight ends, 3 receivers, everyone's all world. It's ridiculous. That'll make your arm look a lot better too, right?
No doubt.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.